fields are deceiving. Hidden beneath the dirt are children who could not flower. Snatched away from their parents, they died alone. The parents possibly did not know that they died. Even now, the churches are not letting us see records of these Indigenous children. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has asked the Pope to apologize. This came after the discovery of a second burial site with 751 unmarked graves of Indigenous people.
We are sorry. It was something that we cannot undo in the past, but we can pledge ourselves every day to fix in the present and into the future. And that means recognizing the harms, the impacts, the intergenerational trauma.
While Canada is lowering its flags to mourn these children, America is just waking up. Secretary of the Interior Deb Haaland announced an initiative to mine records of residential schools forced upon Native Americans. She herself is the first Native person to lead the U.S. Department of Interior. It will search for possible burial sites of hundreds of thousands of Native American children. These discoveries could shed some light on more than 150 years of genocide on the indigenous peoples of North America. These residential schools in America lasted from 1819 to 1969. These schools were first established by Christian missionaries to Christianize children. Later, the U.S. government started funding them. The primary objective of these schools was quote-unquote civilizing Native American children. This essentially meant cutting them off from the Native American culture and assimilating them into white European culture. Multiple investigations have revealed that these schools were usually harsh and sometimes deadly. Investigators found sexual, physical, and mental abuse occurring in these church-run schools. The 1928 Merriam Report noted that the death rates for Native American students were 6.5 times higher than for others. Infectious diseases killed Native children at the schools due to malnutrition, overcrowding, and poor sanitary conditions. While politicians still search for graves of those children now, their mothers will never know what happened to their children.